Hello my loves, it's Ziya. Welcome back to my channel. You know those mornings when you hit your snooze button, about 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5, 6 times too much, and then you get up and you literally have like 20 minutes to get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, get dressed, put some makeup on, actually look presentable before you leave the house? Yeah, I have those a lot because I like sleeping. Sleep is my favorite part of life. That sounds sad. I constantly get up really late and then I have to get ready really fast. What I do is this face on days where I have to rush. On days where I'm not explaining how I do this, it usually takes me about 8 minutes. 8 minutes because I'm flying through everything as fast as I can. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you like it. I hope it helps. And let's just get right into it. As you can see, my skin is not perfect. I got a breakout coming out right here. I got a trifecta of things going on right here. Fourth one wants to come in. I'm having some skin issues, but I'm going to cover all that up. So when I'm in a rush, I don't bother reaching for a foundation. I literally just go for 2 shades of my favorite concealer, and this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I have this in the shade Fair and in the shade Honey. So the shade Honey pretty much works for me as a foundation. So just gonna click this up and start bouncing it all over. You really can't see it very much right now, but you will be able to. And this concealer I really don't use to conceal because it's not the color I need it to be for a concealer. But it works perfectly as a foundation shade when I am in a rush. So I'm just going to blend all of this out. As you can see, this really is not full coverage, but it does cover up a lot of my blemishes that I want to cover. And I really have no problem going out without makeup. But on days where I just want to look a little bit more put together, but not put as much time in because I really just don't have the time, this is what I will do. Oh yeah, and I did prime my skin earlier because usually when I'm in a rush, I prime my skin first and then I'll go around and get all the makeup that I need. So for today, I used the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. This is the purple one, and I really like it because it helps to brighten up my face. Next, I'm going to take my other concealer, also the Maybelline Age Rewind, but this is in the shade Fair. And I'm just going to dot this in the areas where I want to highlight. Instead of making the triangle like I usually would, I just put a few dots wherever I need it and then start blending it out with my fingers just to warm it up and help it sink in more. I like how this applies in my concealer when I'm in a hurry because it just helps it to warm up and sink into the skin faster. Next, I'm going to set my face using a foundation, a powder foundation that matches my skin tone. It adds a little bit more coverage and sets my makeup in place. So I start under my eyes, and I really want to set that first because I do crease, and then I'm going in with a larger brush and taking some of that powder foundation and quickly just dusting it over my face. And for the most part, when I'm applying powder to my face, I don't swirl, I just push it into my skin because I don't want to move around the concealer that I used as foundation. Okay, so now that that's done, I like to move on to my brows, which is the most important part of my makeup for me. Personally, when I'm in a rush, I don't bother filling my whole brow in with pencil. What I will do, however, is I just opened a new one. Yay! I love using brand new brow pencils. What I do is I just line the top slightly and fill in the sparse areas. Just the areas that don't have much hair there to begin with. And I'm just creating the shape of my brow. Mostly where I need my arch to be because in reality it doesn't exist. The hair will always grow where you don't want it to, but where you need it most, it just says no. Okay, now that I have the shape created, I am going to stop using my pencil. And then I'm going to take my NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder, and I'm going to take the darker shade from this palette I'm going to apply that from the middle of my brow to the end. Then I'm going to start taking it towards the front but not go all the way there. So I'm pretty much doing about 3/4 of my brow with this powder. I feel like powder is a lot more forgiving, especially when you're in a hurry. So I don't want to bother with any pomades. I don't want to use my pencil too much because sometimes the pencil can get away from me a little bit. I feel like I always have a lot more control of powder. Now my brows are mostly filled in, and I'm going to take the lighter shade from the palette. I'm going to just apply this to the beginning of my brow. And I'm going to brush it out again. Try to blend it together as well as I can. And some wise person once said that your brows should be sisters, not twins. Now that my brows are done, I'm going to move on to bronzer. And on days where I'm in a hurry, I reach for my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this stuff and it smells so good. So good. So obviously, I'm going to use this to bronze up my face. And since I already have my skin set, I don't have to worry about any of my foundation moving. It's just nice and smooth, goes on super quickly, and adds a nice glow to the skin. Next, I'm going to use the same bronzer on a little blending brush, and I'm going to ever so slightly contour the nose. Then I'm going to take the same bronzer again, and this is what really saves me the most time when I'm doing my makeup in the morning when I'm in a rush. I don't bother with eyeshadows. I just take a little bit of whatever bronzer I'm using and add that to my crease, because I don't have time to use a bunch of eyeshadows when I'm in a hurry. So I just add this to my crease, warm up the eyes just a little bit. Next, I'm going to move on to my blush, and for my blush today, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the color Fetish. I'm just going to take this really lightly, and next I'm going to do my highlighter. So I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer and just carefully apply it. Maybe not so carefully. I'm also going to take this on a small application brush and apply it to my brow bone and my inner corners. And my lid. Next, I'm moving on to eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my upper lid. I always feel like I make the most attractive face when I do this. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I do add a little tiny wing, so I am going to show you how I do it today. However, I often don't because I'll just be running out of time at this point. I'm just like, I can't, I don't have time. So I just pretty much lay my eyeliner against my lash line. I'm pretty much just making tiny dash marks and connecting them. I just feel like this makes everything look 100 times more put together. To me, this side looks a lot better than this side already. On days when I'm in a rush, I am not going to bother putting on falsies because I am the worst at putting on falsies. And when I curl my lashes, what I do is I pump them about 10 times and I hold it for 15 minutes. Not 15 minutes, 15 seconds. Oh my god. So I started to apply mascara and I realized my camera had stopped filming. So I am applying two types of mascara. I'm applying the What's Your Type Tall, Dark, and Handsome mascara from the Balm, and I am applying the Mad Lash mascara, also from the Balm. I already put some on this eye. I don't know if you can really tell a difference at this point. I don't mess with falsies when I am in a hurry because I really suck at putting on false lashes. So I just layer on mascara. And if you ever get mascara onto your eyelid or any other part of your face, do not try to wipe it off while it is still wet. You're just going to smear it and make it worse. Just wait until it is dry and then go in with the Q-tip and literally just rub it away. Now I'm using the What's Your Type mascara. Just using this to lengthen my lashes up a bit. And I'm also going to apply this to my lower lashes. Now I'm finally going to move on to lips, and I don't go too overboard when I'm in a hurry. So what I like to do when I am in a rush is just take a color of lip liner that I feel like wearing that day. Today I'm going to be using the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Brink. I'm going to line and fill my lips with this. And this whole look is so neutral, you could literally go with any color you want. Now you can add gloss over this to give it more of a fresher look, but I'm not really a gloss person myself. And last, I go through my brows once again just to straighten everything up. And that, my loves, is how I do this face in a hurry in the morning when I sleep too late. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped. I hope you learned something. If you did, please let me know down below. If you have any quick tips on how to get ready faster in the morning when you're in a hurry, just leave your tips and tricks down below. I'd love to read them. I know a lot of other people would also find them really helpful. And that's all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I would love to have you as part of my tiny little growing YouTube family. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!